Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of 2K26 News. And I don't know if this will be the final one or not, but yeah, this one is packed, and it will take a while to go through all the stuff that we're gonna be going over today that will be in 2K26. So, with that said, if y'all do like, you know what to do, and if you didn't, or if you don't, get out of here. And with that said, how about we get into some exciting news for this year's game? And, alright, to start out, we start out with the bad news for the people that it includes, and that is WWE 2K26 will not be releasing on the PS4 or Xbox One. And, you know, part of me is really excited because of what they're adding into this game. I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking the past couple years, like, man, I really wonder when they're gonna stop releasing on the last gen systems. And, like, for this year, I honestly thought they were gonna push back the huge improvements to next year. But no, they surprisingly pulled the trigger, and WWE 2K26 will be releasing on the PC, Nintendo Switch 2, Xbox Series X, and PS5 on day one. And that is honestly surprising to me that they're all releasing on the same day. But then on the other side, I see a child version of myself. I'm like, man, how would that kid feel? Like, oh man, I can't get it. I can't get the new consoles. I can't get that. And, you know, I feel with you guys, but let's look at this. Let's look at it in a positive light for those who don't have the new systems. You now have a reason to get the new systems. Don't keep making excuses, because I've seen people trying to cope. People trying to cope is like, no, man, it's okay. I didn't want it anyway. You know, I mean, I did buy it every other year, but not this year, because if you're gonna abandon one of your hugest fans, yeah, no thanks. It's like, you're one of their biggest fans? Are you sure about that? You're not willing to upgrade your console so it can perform better and you can get a way better experience? You know? Just saying. I mean, I feel sorry for him, but it's been 5 years, 6+ years now since, well, no, almost 6 years, but 5 years and a bit since the new consoles have released. Now, I get things are expensive and so on and so forth, but that's the lovely thing about GameStop. You can trade in your new console, get like $100, and then games, and then stack up $500 worth of trade credit. And then there you go. You can get a PS5 and WWE 2K26. And there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. You know, and I don't mean to come off as, it's like, oh man, you're the rich guy. You know, you're the rich guy. Shut up, man. It's like, no, dude. No. I am not. All I'm saying is there are ways to get things in the gaming sector. You know, you can trade in stuff or you can save up for it. And all I'm hoping for is for the people that can't, can one day. And also, just a side note, if, you know, you guys are constantly saying you can't do something, you know, in my opinion, you need to change that around. You need to start saying, how can I do it? How can I get this thing? Just saying. That. But with that said, let's go on to some of the new stuff that is being added to the game this year. And that is the returning feature of stacking tables. Oh baby. Oh, stacking tables. Okay. This is exciting, because it's not just stacking tables. No, ladies and gentlemen. It's also coming with a revamped and reworked physics system, weapon physics system that includes ragdoll-like animations on weapons. And when I hear that, it's like, okay, well, how's that gonna look? Is that gonna look like AEW, or is that gonna be like a completely new thing? And also, like, what's the limit of this weapon physics engine? Like, can we stack more than two tables, or is it just two? Like, I mean, I'm not expecting 10 tables, but like, I'm like, the one thing I'm really hoping for is like, oh, if you have a table next to each other and another table next to each other, and then you set up a ladder next to it, it doesn't just fall. It doesn't just unset itself because that ladder was too close. It's like, what? It's in the corner. What are you talking about? So hopefully the weapon physics will be just a breath of fresh air and actually work and don't cause glitches and so on and so forth. But speaking of weapons, ooh baby, I'm excited about this. Now I never used them in AEW Fight Forever, but I did know they were there. I tried to use them, but never knew how to. But now they are in the 2K games, and those, ladies and gentlemen, those are thumbtacks. A thing that has been present in wrestling for decades is now in WWE. And I'm surprised they haven't included it in previous games. And the only games I know they have included it on is SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 on the Wii, which is weird because you look as like, why does the Wii get the exclusive thing? But then it also releases on the 360 and PS3. It's like, that's really weird because the 360 was powerful enough and the PS3 was powerful enough. But who knows? Maybe the Wii was the best thing on the market back then. And then also at Legends of WrestleMania, that QTE wrestling game, which is fun, but not as fun as the 2K games. But it's just really surprising that thumbtacks took this long to be implemented into the series. But that's huge news for stacking tables and weapon physics and so on. But then, after that, we are going to go to another page, or another picture. And in between me searching, there'll be flashing images of new stuff coming to the series, or just superstars and stuff. Then after that, we got the physics engine has received a major update introducing ragdoll-like animations. Went over that. Okay, moves on weapons, barricades, edges, etc. This also applies to normal moves, not just those related to weapons. Okay, so it's not just when you land on something, it's for the whole thing. So my wonder, is it going to be like the Here Comes the Pain animations that we had back in the day? Where you slam someone with a choke slam and they just bounce all around. And my question is, like, what is the Stone Cold Stunner animation going to look like? Are they just going to fall into one place, or are they going to do it like The Rock and just flop over? We shall see. And then after that, we got the game is now completely Generation 9. So PS5, Xbox Series X, and Nintendo Switch 2, which gives them new visual possibilities. Picture-in-picture animations in the Royal Rumble. Don't know what that means, but during entrances, or better particle effects, shadowing or shadows and rendering. So I don't know what the picture-in-picture in the Royal Rumble. Oh, during entrances. I think that just means like as a new star enters. We'll have to see what that means, but that's big. That's big on new additions. Okay. Then we are with another weapon thing. Stacking tables, shopping carts, and thumbtacks are in. So shopping carts are also in. I mean, we heard that about a couple weeks ago from Mike Straw. And yeah, it's physics based. There should be a picture flashing up right now with Booker T and someone else pushing them in the cart. But my wonder is like, is that just an animation, or can you put them in the cart and just push them wherever? Hopefully, you can just push them wherever. Sorry about the cut. But then after that, we finally got new commentators added to the tables. And the two people that will be added to this year's game will be Booker T and Wade Barrett joining the commentary team. So they might be switchable, Wade Barrett and um and Booker T might be they might just be with Michael Cole, and Corey Graves and Byron Saxton might be out, or they have two-man booths now, and you can choose whoever you want in the booth, which that would definitely be a update. Maybe they get into detail. I haven't seen any details about that. All I've heard is Booker T and Wade Barrett will be added to the commentary, which, I mean, for me, I don't really listen to the commentary because over the past couple of years, it's been just repetitive nonsense. Like, oh my god, this does not sound like actual commentary. Like, like one thing I hope this is like is the way they present it on the NBA games. Because on the NBA games, that sounds like they're commentating over an actual game, not just saying random shit. So maybe it comes with that, but I don't know. All I know is Booker T and Wade Barrett will be added to the table. I'm kind of interested in hearing what they sound like, but yeah, that's a huge improvement. And not gonna lie, kind of wish, back in the day when Mauro Ranallo and just Mauro Ranallo was doing commentary. I kind of wish he was on, but whatever. He can't. He's in MLW and UFC fights, but that would have been cool. But improvements, and so that's a huge thing if you do let commentary run as you play. Then after that, why aren't you scrolling? Entrance updates. So this involves during entrances with the new the camera system they added last year, or I believe it was 2K24. I think it was 2K24, to where you can change up the camera angles and so on and so forth, like in AEW Fight Forever. This one, we're now getting trigger-able pyro and animation. So, that really makes me wonder, because it's like, oh, pyro, that's cool, but animations, or the star's just gonna do a random taunt or whatever, like, how is that gonna work? I really wish it went into more detail, but I'm just going over the headlines. So that's a big thing, and I'm really interested to see what that looks like. Like, I can imagine the pyro, but the animation part, what do you mean by that? Then after that, we have a new revamped stamina system and reversal systems. Okay, new revamped stamina and reversal. I really wonder what the stamina system will be looking like. Like, will it be like back in the day in SmackDown vs. Royal, where they would actually hold their body part? Or what? Really interested to see how that works. Hopefully, the holding their body part that hurts part, hopefully that gets added, because, man, that would add some big things for people who make series and stuff. It's like, oh shit, Chad Gable's ankles is destroyed. Yeah, he's been destroyed during the entire match. To where, if you do that now and talk about it now, it's like, what are you talking about, dude? He's walking on it fine. So hopefully it's something like that. But no other details besides that. Gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, and new weapon physics as well. And the reversal system, I am honestly wondering, like, is it the trigger system that we had back in the old days, or what, you know? Because I didn't really mind the latest reversal system. It was just triangle. The only thing I did mind is they gave you such a small window to do it, and like let's say I'm trying to do something during the match, because sometimes I create or I control both characters, and I'm trying to reverse this top rope move, but it won't let me because the fucking window is too small. Is it going to be better or is it going to be worse? Will they have the old system in place or no? We can only wait and see. But yeah, new revamped stamina, reversal, and physics are back in the game. And then we're going to be going over a gameplay screenshot of Dominic Mysterio and Penta and Rey Mysterio in the background over competing in a new brawl type arena. And this one, I don't know what it looks like. It kind of looks like a dump, like where they take trash and stuff. But yeah, looks pretty interesting. So I know we're going to be getting a new brawl arena, so that's going to be cool. Hopefully we can also control all players that are allowed in the backstage area, because I know in 25 and 24 you weren't able to. Like, why can't I control the third person? Because I had 3 controllers for if I need to do promos or whatever. It was like, why can't I control the person in the back? That's weird. But yeah, so that's exciting. Really like the brawl arenas for if I want to have some fun. Then after that, ladies and gentlemen, we got some big news for the creation people out there, including me, because I download a lot of creations, but I also create a lot of arenas. But they have increased the creative superstar slots to 200 slots. So from 100 to 200, they've doubled it this year, and yeah, that's a lot. And to be frank, 100 is a lot when you think about it, but then when you also think about it, it's like, okay, not really, because there's so many fucking images that you download, and you may be just on a downloading spree or whatever, or creating like superstar like alt attires. It's like, oh shit, I have no space. So it's like, oh shit. But 200, that's great. Happy about that. Just one thing I do hope they add is the ability to delete from community creations. Not, I have to go back and to the deletion utility. Because that would be a big help, because sometimes it pisses me off that. It's like, oh great, I have to get exit and so on and so forth. But that's a me problem. Then after that, they have also increased the logo slot limit to 2,000 logos. So it used to be 1,000, but now it is 2,000. So that's big. Then after that, we got enhanced morphing tools. Now I think they took the morphing away since 2K14. I want to say 2K14 or one of the last 2K games made by Ukes, but now it's back. Now it is back, and you can morph to your heart's content. And yeah, I'm really interested to see what creations will be created on the community creations. And then finally, for the creation suite, we have hair updates. The hair updates, the update adds 2-tone hair, so you can have one a different color and the other a different color. So that's a big W, especially for dyeing hair, because if I ever needed to dye hair, I wouldn't, because holy shit, that takes way too long. And I just look on community creations for like a blonde Candice LeRae if I ever needed it. But this one looking to be good, if it works how I think it is. Hopefully it is just easy. Choose one color this side, choose one color the other side. But if not, then I won't be dyeing hair. Then after that, the big news for PC people, the island is officially coming to PC day one. So that's exciting for the PC players, but it also makes me wonder, it's all like, because I've heard some interviews with 2K, and the big reason the island wasn't on the PC last year, is because they didn't want people to be able to mod this stuff and then put it on community creations without you having to play the island. So I wonder how that's going to work out. And funny enough, it's what's the status? What's the status? Who's posting this? So it's like, I wonder how they're going to work that out. All I know is they have a contract together that's really confusing. Because he still does the stuff that they told him to stop doing. But yeah, big W for the people who play on PC and wanted to play the island. And now we get into the editions talk and the price. So, the standard edition, one of 4 total this year, which is really surprising. Didn't think they'd announce more than 3, but we're getting 4, and I wonder if we're going to get 4 going forward. But the standard edition of this year's game will cost $70, just like any new game costs nowadays. But if you do pre-order it, you will be getting some bonus content and this one really surprised me, and I'm really happy they got him in, because if it was someone else, like if it was AJ Lee, it's like, that's cool, I'm an AJ Lee fan, and I kind of expected her to be a pre-order bonus, but she should have been in the game, because she's been back since WrestlePalooza, whenever the fuck that took place. I know I didn't watch it, because it didn't really intrigue me that much. But, yeah, I thought it was going to be AJ Lee, but as you can see on the screen right now, it's Joe Hendry, which is huge, because he has become one of my favorite wrestlers in the past couple years. Now, I never knew about him before the WWE, but I found upon some of his videos and stuff like that, and his debut in NXT. It's like, holy shit, that's a reaction. And man, he has been a wonder. He's been great to watch. Just his stuff in the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, so on and so forth. I've loved watching Joe Hendry. But yeah, if you pre-order the regular edition, you get the Joe Hendry pack. Believers out here to play as a former. Okay, I thought it was gonna include some other stuff, but it also includes. Actually, it does. It will also include a Joe Hendry shirt, cosmetic item, My Faction Evo card, and Spin Island emote. Now with me, I don't play the island, so who gives a shit about the Spin emote? You might, but yeah, that's big. My Faction, I only play if there's a Persona card I want. And yeah. That's real cool that Joe Hendry is getting the love that he deserves, because like I know he just signed with WWE like in the past couple months, but this is a great way to add him into the game. You know, you don't need to wait or whatever. I was kind of thinking he'd be a DLC pack, but no, they're adding him in as a DLC, or not a DLC, as a pre-order bonus. So yeah, that's definitely big. You know, big if they treat new signees with that kind of nature. So hopefully they do, but if not, whatever. But Joe Hendry, that's big. Really excited to see how he'll play. And then the roster. The roster will feature over 400 superstars with some duplicates, yes, but it's important to note that Rey Fenix and Blake Monroe will be on the base game. So that's big. So my guess is the only thing DLC-wise will probably be AAA and some TNA stars, which I'm fine with. Like, I don't really watch AAA or TNA. Like, I tried to watch TNA, but I don't know. I'm just not into it. And AAA, same thing. not into it. But yeah, I could see those as DLC packs, and yeah, I wonder who they're gonna include. Like with AAA, I can see who I could predict who. Probably Mystery Iguana, Psycho Clown, uh, who the fuck else? Um, uh, Vikingo, and then one more guy. I don't know who that one more guy is, but hopefully not Andrade El Idolo because he bores the shit out of me. Just saying. I know he's loved in AAA, but we'll see. We'll see who the fourth member is. But I mean, we don't know the other three. But you know, those are the biggest picks I could think of. And then, yeah, TNA pack wise, I could bet the Hardys, Dolph Ziggler or Nick Nemeth, and who would be the fourth one? You know, makes you wonder. Who would be the fourth one? Because I can't think of anybody. Okada, no. I don't know who would be the fourth one, but Dolph Ziggler and the Hardys, yeah, I could see that. Now, the fourth one was Joe Hendry, but now that he's just a pre-order bonus, like, okay, who's gonna be the fourth one in that pack, if there is a pack? I mean, there should be a pack, considering they're working together, but we will be seeing, ladies and gentlemen. Then after that, we got the My Rise story. The My Rise story will let you play as a heel or a face. So I don't think the other My Rises let you do that, but this one is letting you do it. Now, I don't play the My Rise stories. The only reason I did last year was to get a payback to where it let you throw the ref into your opponent, which I thought is a great payback. And I'm like, why do I need to play my faction? Or not my faction, My Rise to get this. This should just be unlockable from the start, you know? You should just be able to unlock that. Or just have it as a payback. Like, that's kind of dumb that it was locked behind My Rise. But good thing it's not locked behind a paywall. That's good. But yeah, so I wonder what the My Rise story will be incorporating. And if you want to see me play through it, you know, let's go. Let's play it. Let me know down below. And then that seems to be it, ladies and gentlemen. That seems to be it for all the new additions coming to 2K26. Well, new/returning, but you know, it's new. It's new because it's revamped, but then it's also returning. Whatever. Some of the new stuff is new, like the dumpster match, and yeah, that new physics system. We're really excited about. Ready to see how that works and how it, you know, recreates the game or establishes the game, and yeah. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen. Are you excited for WWE 2K26 now? Will you be buying the standard edition or one of the many other editions? Please let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, with that said, if y'all did like, you know what to do. And if you didn't, get out of here. And with that said, have a good one, and bye-bye.